Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. So a new Zatch Bell 2 chapter has dropped, chapter 33. I have finished reading the Zatch Bell manga. I've read all the cafe chapters and I'm caught up to Zatch Bell 2. So today we're gonna have the first live reaction to a Zatch Bell 2 chapter while I'm currently caught up. So this is a monumental occasion. Yeah, real quick, let me know any videos you want me to make about Zatch Bell. I have some stuff planned for Zatch Bell 2. I think this chapter we're gonna get today is going to flesh out some more information on the main premises of Zatch Bell 2. But one thing I am looking forward to is that we're getting higher entities, or at least different entities, than Momoto. There's this giant dragon called Vasmirate, something like that, but it has the power to suck spells out of Momoto. Pause. But this is broken. This is obviously extremely broken. Zatch learned about this from his father, previous Demon King. There is the spell books. These are entities, okay? These are not books. These are entities that are literally separate from the Momoto. The spell books recently have given Zatch and Kiyomara the ability to teleport between the demon world and the human world. The spellbooks even tell them that this is not the most reliable power, so don't use it all the time, but these entities are extremely broken. And it's not like this is some crackpot theory, okay? This has been built up in the story. The spellbooks are entities. Like in one of the cafe chapters, the previous king of the Momoto world, Zatch's father, has a whole conversation with one of these spellbooks. And obviously the whole premise of Zatch Bell 2 is a little bit different. We have these alien-like antagonists that are, I don't know if they use the giant spell-sucking dragon, but they were able to defeat most of the demon world. You can call them entities. Here's the problem, okay? So the demon world, I don't think we've ever gotten a map of like where the demon world is physically related to the human world or anything like that. For all we know, it could be like a diamond situation and they could be in the same universe, galaxy, whatever you want to call it. I don't think that's the case. I think it's on a different dimensional plane or something like that. It's not in the actual universe. I don't think the Momoto world is like that. Could be though. It easily could be. These alien antagonists, I'm thinking they have something to do with ancient Egypt for like some reason. Like this could really be some ancient aliens kind of thing. You need a mummy to revive one of these Momoto that have been killed or had their bodies stolen. They're still existing in the Momoto world, and like I think they said this like orb of light kind of form right now. I don't think all of them have been defeated. They have mentioned Zeno at the beginning of the manga. I don't think he's been defeated. I mean, that you could call that copium or whatever you want to call that, but I don't think he's been defeated. If he has, Dufo is still alive, so definitely not out of the realm possibility for Zeno to come back, and that's what I'm most looking forward to. Okay, I most want Zeno to come back out of anybody because his redemption after he fought Zatch, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of that. It is what it is. That was a nice moment, I guess. It's definitely a nice moment for Zatch, right, because he got Zeno's lightning, but regardless, let's just hop into it today. These are long chapters. Let me know what other Zatch Bell / Zatch Bell 2 videos you want me to make. Hopefully this is a good chapter, and let's just hop right into it. So this is Jill Nose here, this little waifu here. Definitely like her aesthetic. She's using her magic on this mummy, I think. All done. Jill, so listen up, kid. It's Kufi. Listen, Kufi, that mummy is just a rough mold of what she'll look like. Its form will change to match the appearance of the soul that goes into it. If Ellaby-chan's soul enters that mummy, then it'll start to just look like her. Also, it's made from a special kind of magic that doesn't go away over time. It's pretty demanding on Luna's heart energy, and this spell really takes a lot out of me to perform, so I'm just gonna take a little dab now. Yo, I mean, between her and, I'm glad the author introduced her, Dr. Riddle's wife, or whatever she was. Between her and Dr. Riddle's wife, these are two top tier waifus in the Zatch Bell verse. Before this chapter, for years and years, it was Dr. Riddle's wife, but she's looking alright. Jill Nose. Thank you, Jill Nose. I really appreciate this. I'll need to borrow some of this power. Creates this whip kind of thing. Here we go, Ellaby. I'm pretty sure these boys are working for that alien antagonist I was talking about, but I don't know. These boys are kind of different. Apparently the process works differently for them than it does for demons. Normally a soul would transfer into the mummy instantly. Do you think that orb she got from Belial might be to blame? Well, was that orb artificially created by Belial himself? Maybe it's taking longer than usual because it's trying to force its way into a foreign system and more or less extracting the necessary data from it. Either way, I can tell that this Kufi guy is a very skilled sorcerer. I'm pretty sure he put like that one lady in a genjutsu or something like that. Like he's kind of cracked. That's the other thing. There are sorcerers now. Technically, like The Mamoto partners were, I would consider them sorcerers, right? But they only have magic by means of their Mamoto. Like, this is kind of different, obviously. I have a teacher who helps me study magic back in the demon world, and he says that any mage who can manipulate ropes and strings must be at the highest possible level. Is that Earth? Is he talking about Earth here? His teacher in the Mamoto room? I remember him saying that strings can be either straight or curved, and that they always connect from one point to another, front and back. The vibration of these strings is supposed to be the source of everything that exists, fam. Talking about string theory? Sounds a lot like the concept of string theory in physics. Wow. This is why Raikou is the GOAT, aka the author of Zatch Bell. Because these kinds of explanations, I mean, he's been going hard on the explanations for Zatch Bell too. I mean, shit. What he's trying to do with that magic right now is something that would be almost impossible to accomplish. More important than Kiyomaru, he's leaving that orb completely exposed while this is all going on. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Belial was onto us by now. Unu. And to make things worse, with the orb out in the open like that, there's a good chance it could be destroyed at any moment. We also played a part in carrying out Belial's evil plans. That girl is so determined to do this that she's prepared to risk her own life if that's what it takes. Just a little more. Don't you break on me. Don't you dare destroy it, Belial. Ellaby, you have to hold on. Oh, she got transported, didn't she?
Are you sure about that?
Oh shit. Yo, this is why I say this boy is like an ancient Egyptian alien, right? Just look at him. He's super different. You're a true... Damn, he's that big? What the fuck? You're a true prodigy. Ellaby Shannon. Who is this dead person on the ground? Oh, this was in the past, probably. There's no doubt about it. That girl was forced to fight against her will. Almost there. We've almost got it. It's King Kong looking motherfucker. Alright. Zakaraga. Alright, looks like somebody like cut the string or whatever between Ellaby and the mummy. Forget why they're trying to do this. Maybe to like break Belial's control of her or some shit like that. Weeby Raru Zakaru. Yeah, so he's using those yo-yo things now. Stand down, Demon King. I'm not here to take the life of a noble. My goal is merely to retrieve Kufi and Ellaby. No more, no less. Those two are sorcerers whom Belial Sama holds in high regard. Even after learning of their treacherous ways, I was instructed to bring them back with their orbs intact. This doesn't concern you, so don't interfere. Why don't you just run along now? It's time to go, Kufi, Ellaby. Be smart and don't make this any more painful for yourselves. Ellaby. Kufi has some string magic, alright? This boy is kind of different. Ellaby doesn't want to go back. Or Rugon Bangu. This is kind of cracked, I'm not gonna lie. It has like multiple rows of teeth like a shark. That's kind of crazy. What a fool. Barrio Rudo. Debiduon. These names are so tough, I'm not gonna lie. This guy's using like this axe on a chain or something like that. Bend. Zatch is using his yo-yos though. These yo-yos are kind of different, right? They can like pull and push things kind of. I'm pretty sure that's how they work. They use magnetism, I'm pretty sure. They're bending this guy's axe out of the way, and then Kiyomaru's calling for his Zakaraga. You're all fools. Well, King, it would seem your powers are slowly returning to you, but that doesn't mean we haven't made great strides as well. I couldn't help but wonder if there was some way we could tap into our true power without needing to rely on the spells themselves. And so the witch got to work on developing this intriguing device. Wait, is that Tio's? One of Tio's spells? Could be. Did that witch have a depressing look in her eyes by any chance? She is indeed the witch with a sorrowful stare. Naturally, the power output isn't nearly as perfect as it is when we use multiple spells in tandem. Nevertheless, the results speak for themselves. Dio Barrio Rudo. Demuro Bidion. So this motherfucker is controlling King Kong, right? I'm pretty sure this guy, this old man, alright, it looks like he has like one of those spell vials as like a heart or something like that. And he's saying like the sorrowful witch cooked that up. Alright, it's pretty interesting. Alright, so Kong's just going in for a punch, and this guy has two axes now. Zakaraga. You trapped King Kong with his yo-yos, and he used Zakaraga right on this guy. Alright, this guy is somehow surviving though. I have to tie the severed ropes back together. I won't let you disappear, Ellaby. I like Ellaby's design as well, but she's like slamming her head into a wall. That's pretty funny. I really doubt that a Ridomu blast will be enough to break these orbs. Ridomu? She has Zophie spells? I understand that you're trying to find ways to die, but life is precious, you know. Why not try to make the most of it? What's the point? How can I go on living like this day after day? Really nice artwork of Ellaby. Kind of paralleling KOLULU's story, right? Being forced to fight against her will. Okay, Ellaby, I'm going to lend you my voice. You feel as though you're in your own personal hell. In a cruel twist of fate, you produced a deadly poison. Well, the recipe you were provided, but I know the truth. What you were really trying to make was medicine to help people, and yet that noble venture turned sour when a vile monster spilled its blood into the elixir and corrupted it. And about Belial, or what? So please believe me when I say, I know exactly what you really long for, Ellaby. There's still a world for you out there, where your exceptional talents can be realized, and I will shine light upon it. Are they in the Momoto world right now? There's all these animals, that's really cute, I really like that. And look, it's not just the scenery that changed. Belial's orb, it's gone. You realized it too, didn't you, Ellaby? With your abilities, you can make the same kind of orb that Belial did, huh? And I can use my rope to conceal it. You can make the orb in secret, and Belial will be none the wiser. If you craft an orb of your very own, you'll get a fresh start. Another chance to help people in need. You can even put your powers to good use by saving the surviving demons. You could break Belial's hold over you and start a new life. Oh, I'll be crying. Koofy, move away. Yeah, we need some kind of casualties off of this. If Ellaby's getting a new chance at life, damn. That shit looked like it did some damage. It looked like it cut his head open or something. Zatch and Kiyomaru getting hit by King Kong. It's crazy. The king of the demon world and his human partner. I must admit, your skills are indeed formidable, but that as it may, having more targets gives me quite the advantage, especially when they shoulder the burden of shielding those who can't move. Your chances of victory amount to nothing. Has Koofy did this to Ellaby already? Did the procedure work? It looks like it. Ellaby, this is incredible. I just found out there's a type of magic that can create physical bodies. Did this happen in the past already? Things are going well on my end too. I don't think I can make it identical to Belial's, but I'm sure I can fashion a different orb that looks very promising. Did you hear the news? The king of the demon world has been revived and he's taking a stand against Belial. Apparently he's got this partner fighting alongside him. This dude's just a human, but I hear he's a force to be reckoned with. Even the witch and the rolling witch were no match for him. He struck them with lightning and tore him down with his words. Another thing, like the answer talker ability that Kiyomaru had, aka the Renegon, it's not as pronounced in Zatch Bell 2. He did some shit in that first showcase that would make you think he had the answer talker ability. Still, it's just not pronounced, so I don't know what that's all about. It's kind of funny, isn't it? With everything they've been doing so far, it almost feels like they're helping us out on purpose. What are their names? The demon's named Gash, and they call the human Kiyomaru. This is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. And even though you've done so much already, I still ask you to do this for us. So sorry for dragging you into this, but I'm begging you. Give us a reason to keep hope alive, Gash Kiyomaru. Pretty good chapter. I mean, we learned more about Koofy and Ellaby. See, I don't particularly care about these new characters as much as the old characters. Like in this chapter, the new characters basically got the spotlight the entire time, which is okay, right? But this is a sequel manga, right? So I am enjoying this story with Koofy, and I like Ellaby's design. The Jono stuff is pretty interesting, but we didn't really get shit for her in this chapter. She did what she was supposed to do, I guess, but I mean, they were really gassing her up. They were really building her up last chapter or whatever when she was introduced. But let me know what you thought about the chapter. Let me know what you think about the series so far. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a great day. Thanks again.